In today's video, I'm going to show you how to generate unlimited images and videos in bulk for free. So without further ado, let's dive right into it, show you how to get started.
In a quiet village by the lake, where the sun painted everything gold, Elias sat alone with nothing but silence and a blank piece of paper. He had once dreamed of adventures far beyond the water's edge, but time had folded those dreams away. Then, one afternoon, something moved in the tall grass. A white crane stood there, her wing trembling, her eyes filled with quiet fear. Elias stepped closer, not with fear, but with kindness. He wrapped her wing gently, as though mending something far more fragile than feathers. And in that golden silence, neither of them felt alone. Back in his workshop, surrounded by ticking clocks, Elias folded a paper boat the way he used to as a child. He set it gently upon the lake. The crane nudged it forward, curious and playful. And for the first time in years, Elias laughed. Soon the lake carried a fleet of tiny paper dreams. As the sky deepened in amber light, the crane stretched her wings once more. With strength restored, she rose into the glowing sky. Elias watched her disappear into the horizon, not with sadness, but with gratitude. For sometimes, it only takes a single paper boat to remember how to dream again.
The video you just watched is nearly a 2-minute long, and it was created using the bulk method and is all for free. So today we're going to use different tools, and the first tool that we need is going to be Gemini Gem. And I'm super excited to share with you my newly created custom gem inside Gemini. And so this means you don't have to worry about script writing, scene prompts, or even motion prompts. For those who prefer Gemini over ChatGPT or are using both of them, even if you are not using Gemini and you prefer ChatGPT, you're going to love this once you explore how you can use it and how easy it is. My custom gem is called AIXposed AI Video Studio, and in order for you to get started, you'll have to click the link that I created for you, and I'm going to leave it in the description as well as the comments below. Once you click on the link, it's going to be saved up in your chat history, but it's not going to be in your standard chats. It's rather going to be at the top of your chats, whether you're using your desktop version or the mobile version. So to get started, all you have to do is simply just send it a message, say anything. I'm just going to say hi right here, and it's going to start asking you a couple of questions to determine what your needs are. The first question is going to be, what style are you creating in? And you'll have 8 options to choose from. So for me, I'm going to go with number 1, which is 3D animation. I'll just type in the number 1 and I'll hit send, and then it's going to start asking me the second question, which is going to be the type of video that I'm creating. And then it's going to give me 11 options to choose from. Now here is where you need to provide Gemini with more information if you have a specific idea of a project that you're looking to create. But if you are coming here without any idea at all, you do not have to worry about it, because Gemini is going to work out all the magic for you and is going to give you a master prompt that is going to structure everything you need for the entire process from start to finish. So now I'm going to choose the number 3, which is going to be cartoon animation. I'm just going to type in number 3 in the chat, hit enter, and then I'm going to wait for the result. Immediately, it's going to start providing you with the master prompt, as you can see, giving me the title, the concept, and everything. And then below that is going to be the character sheets. Character sheets, as my process, is the most important part, because this is how we keep our characters consistent. And then comes next the scene prompts, and then after that it's going to be the motion prompts, and then finally the text to script in order to bring our videos to life. And what's really important is the voice direction. I'll talk about that when we get to it. And the cool thing about my custom gem is that I also added a background music suggestion, so you don't have to worry about it when searching for music genre. Next step is going to be bringing this idea to life. So what I want you to do is head over to the Whisk website, and I'll leave a link to it in the comments below. When you visit the website, you will see that Google has a notice for you that they're moving or they're migrating to Flow by the end of April. So this means that they're going to move on to Flow from May 1st. And so you don't have to worry about that, because currently I'm working on another tutorial to show you how you can generate scenes or images in Flow using the bulk method as well, and is all for free. But for now, we're going to use the Whisk website because it's still available until the end of April. So you still have a couple of months month to use it. And so if you're interested in seeing my next tutorial about the flow automation process, just comment the word Google Flow and I'll be sure to notify you when the video is live. Now let's start creating. Step one is going to be clicking on the button that says create new project to start a fresh one. And then you're going to land on this page with nothing here in the workspace. So our first step is going to be creating our character sheets. So we're going to head over to Gemini to copy our character sheets and then paste them into Whisk. Going back to Whisk, what you want to do is simply just paste your prompt in the text box right here, click on the generate button, and then you're going to have a couple of images for your character to choose from. Typically, the character sheet is going to look like this guy right here, where you have 3 different views just for AI to know exactly how the character looks like in different angles or different viewers, so that characters are staying consistent in every single scene you're generating. Once you've generated your characters and are ready to move on to generating your scenes, the first step you want to do is to make sure that characters are going to be in the right place for us to keep them consistent. So you're going to click on the little arrow right here to open this panel, and you're going to drag your first character and drop it under the subject image right here. Google is going to start analyzing it, and you're also going to do the same for the other character as part of the story. Just drop it here as well under the subject image. Google is going to start analyzing both of them, and now it is time for us to start generating our scenes in bulk. But first, we're going to need to head over to the Chrome Web Store in order to download a couple of extensions that we need. One is going to be for generating our scenes in bulk, and the other one is going to be generating our videos in bulk. So first one is going to be Auto Whisk for our Whisk website, and you don't have to worry about that, but just showing you this is where you get your extensions from the Chrome Web Store, but I'll leave a link to both extensions in the comments below. Once you've gotten your extensions, make sure that you click on the download button and install them, and then you're going to click on the extension icon right here, and you're going to make sure that your extensions, both extensions, are going to be pinned into your browser. So first extension for generating our scenes is going to be Auto Whisk. The next one is going to be Auto Meta, which is going to be this one right here. I'll leave a link to both of them in the comments below. So you'll only have to click on those links to download the extensions on your browser. Make sure they're pinned and then follow along with my tutorial. Next step is going to be activating the auto extension. So we're going to click on the icon right here to open it up. The one that we're going to go with is going to be the previous version, which is 7.5.1. And then what you want to do here where it says prompt list, you're going to paste your scene prompts. So you're going to head over back to Gemini in order to copy your scene prompts just like so. And then we're going to go back to the extension and the Whisk website. Make sure that you have both active so that the extension functions properly. And then you're going to paste your prompts right here, just like so. And then the one thing that I want you to do before you start generating in bulk is click on the settings button right here in order to set the auto download. So under download settings, tick the download icon right here and then click on configure. And then what you want to do next is simply turn off where it says ask where to save each file before downloading. Toggle that off like so. And then you're going to click on change to locate where you want to download your scenes. Then when you're done, you're just going to go back to the extension and the website, go to control right here. You're just going to click on where it says start. And then you're going to click on the button that says run on this project, because obviously we'd like to use the character sheets that we have uploaded or imported to the Google panel to keep them consistent in all our scenes. Now, once you have all scenes downloaded, I want you to go to your folder, make sure that you rename all your scenes each one by one, call them scene 1, 2, 3 in order until the end, just like in my example right here. And so the reason we're doing that is because when we're about to turn those images into videos, we're going to have to use the Auto Meta extension. So we want to make sure that the extension recognizes the scenes as well as the motion prompts. So you can see here in the master prompt under the motion prompts that we have all scenes in order and are labeled by scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and so on, to make sure that the extension is going to recognize both the motion prompts and your images as well. Now it's time to bring our images to life. So what I want you to do is head over to meta.ai, make sure that you're logged into your account, and then you're going to activate the extension just by clicking on the icon right here. And here are a few things that I want you to do before you get started. So under control, I want you to click on where it says frame to video, and here is where you're going to upload your images. And next up is where you're going to paste your motion prompts. I have now uploaded all my scenes in place, and now it's time for me to paste the motion prompts. So we're going to head over back to Gemini where motion prompts are, and then we're going to copy them all together like so. We need to make sure that we're back to the Meta AI website in order for the extension to function properly. And where it says prompts, we're going to paste our prompts just like so. First, you're going to click on the settings button right next to the control icon right here. Make sure that you have set the default mode to frame to video. Everything is going to be as is except for the auto download upscale. Make sure that the upscale is the one that is selected. And then where it says the download settings, I want you to do the same thing. So we're gonna click on the gear icon right here, do the same thing, click on change to make sure that we select the folder that we'd like to save our scenes, and then back to the Meta AI website. When you're done, you're just gonna scroll up, and then you're gonna click on control, you're gonna scroll to the bottom, and then you're going to see all your scenes are queued and are ready to be rendered. So now all you have to do is simply click on run, and then this is gonna take a few minutes to run. And then when you have your clips downloaded, your next step is going to be combining all the clips in a video editor. My preference is CapCut, but feel free to choose your own. Our final step is going to be generating the voiceover, and my preference is going to be Google AI Studio because it's free. And then what you want to do next is go to Gemini. Simply just copy your text-to-speech script right here. We're going to go back to the Google AI Studio just like so. First thing you want to do is go to the right panel and then select the single speaker audio right here. Under the text box, you want to paste your script. You're going to go back to Gemini in order for you to copy the voice direction. So that is where we control the emotion of our voiceover. We copy that. We then go back to the Google AI Studio, and where it says style instructions, we're going to highlight the existing text, paste the text right here, and then we're ready to go. Before we do this, you can also select your desired voice. When you go to the right panel back again, click on where it says voice and open the drop-down menu. Choose your desired voice, and then when you're done, you click on run, and you're going to have your voiceover ready in a couple of seconds. So back to the master prompt in Gemini, what I want you to do is take a look at where it says background music suggestion. You already have something that works perfectly with your video. Take a look at that, copy this style, and then go to any music website. My preference is Pixabay. Select your desired music, import it into your video editor, combine all this stuff, and then you're good to go. So now let's watch the video in action.
In a sky stitched with starlight, islands drifted through a quiet, endless twilight. From her observatory balcony, Lyra felt something in the heavens change. A tear slipped down her cheek as the heart of their world began to fade. Inside, ancient charts confirmed her fear. A vital star was losing its light. Gathering the last of their stardust, she held on to a fragile hope. Together, Lyra and Flicker stepped into a strange and glowing new world. Cliffs etched with forgotten symbols guided their uncertain path, while mischievous sprites danced around them, tempting them to turn back. Deep within a crystal cavern, a soft hum filled the air. Lyra reached out and let the stardust fall from her hand. The crystal answered, glowing warmer, brighter, as if awakening from a long sleep. From the shadows, a gentle guardian appeared and silently showed them the way forward. They climbed higher, step by step, toward the fading star. At the summit, its light was barely holding on. With a steady breath and a hopeful heart, Lyra released the final dust into the darkness. For a moment, there was only silence. Then, a pulse of light began to grow. The star blazed back to life. Lyra returned home beneath a sky reborn, her courage shining among the stars.